Okay, girls, a pesticide contains a chemical in the concentration. So we're looking at some concentration questions. So a pesticide contains a chemical in the concentration of 8 grams per litre. So 8 grams per litre means that you've got 8 grams in 1 litre. That's what it means. Now the first question says, part A, it says how much of the chemical is required to make 4.5 litres of the pesticide. Again, this is exercise 607, rate problems. So just continuing with exercise 607, rate problems. So we're looking at the example at the beginning of the exercise. So the pesticide contains chemical in the concentration of 8 grams per litre. How much of the chemical is required to make 4.5 litres? How do we do that question? The concentration of the chemical is 8 grams per litre. That means there's 8 grams of chemical in 1 litre. If you want to know how much chemical in 4.5 litres, we have to times by 4.5. So 8 times 4.5 is, so the concentration of the chemical is 36 grams. So we've got 36 grams of chemical in 4.5 litres. Now, the next part of the question is tricky, okay? Express the concentration of the chemical as a percentage weight per volume. Now, when working with concentration, 1 mil, see, girls, if you weigh 1 mil of water, if I took 1 mil of water and weighed it on the scales, it weighs 1 gram. So what I'm trying to say is that 1 mil of water weighs 1 gram. So when I want to do this, express the concentration of the chemical as a percentage weight per volume, when you're doing the weight, so what we're going to be doing is putting the weight over the volume. But I need the weight and the volume to be in the same units. Like if I ask you for, I might say what percentage is 20 minutes of, or is 30 minutes of 1 hour? You'll tell me that's half, it's 50%. But I can't put the 30 over the 1 hour. Do you know what I mean? I have to put the 30 minutes over the 60 minutes. So I need to do the same thing here. So mils and grams are, if you're trying to do a percentage weight per volume, you can convert your mils into grams. So I've got 36 grams in 4.5 litres. I can't put the grams over litres. I need to put the grams over grams to get a percentage weight per volume. So what I will do, we'll say, for a start, I need to get the litres into mils because they're the equivalent unit to a gram. Yeah, so we say 4.5 litres is 4.5 times 1,000 mils, which is 4,500 mils, okay? So when working with concentration, 1 mil equals 1 gram. In other words, 1 mil of water weighs 1 gram. Actually, I wasn't meant to really look at part A. I'm supposed to just look at the initial concentration. But this does hold true, but we're not going to use it for the question. So what I'm going to do, instead of going, I could have gone 36 over the 4,500, but I'm just going to start back with the original concentration, okay? I will get the same answer anyway. So if I look at 8 grams per litre, that is 8 grams in 1 litre, yeah? Which is 8 grams in, a litre is 1,000 mils. Now, I've got 2 options here. I can, because 1 mil weighs 1 gram, I can either change the 8 grams into the mils or I can change the 1,000 mils into grams. I can do it either way. Do you get what I'm saying? Now, I want a percentage weight per volume. So this is the same. Now that is, see, grams and mils are equivalent units. Do you get what I'm saying? All right. So now I can say, now that they're in equivalent units, even though they're not the same units, but because 1 mil equals 1 gram, I can say that this is 8 mils in 1,000 mils. Or girls, I could have said, if I wanted to, I could have said it was 8 grams in 1,000 grams. It doesn't matter. It's the same. So therefore, the percentage weight over volume, so percentage weight per volume, that means the weight divided by the volume, is 8 over 1,000. Why am I allowed to say 8 over 1,000? Because it's 8 mils over 1,000 mils. The units are the same now. And to change anything to a percentage, we times it by 100. And 2 zeros, what do we get? Anyone? It's 8/10, 0.8. 0.8%. So the concentration, actually I'll put it over here, is 0.8% weight per volume. So it just wants the weight over the volume in the same units. How do you change something to a percent? You times it by 100. All right? Now, I could have done it with the 4.5 litres and the 36 grams. I would have got exactly the same answer. I would have put 36 over 4,500 and got the same answer. All right? So it doesn't matter if you didn't go back to the 8 grams per litre. So I could have also done it like this, or I could have gone 36 grams over 4,500 mils or grams times 100%. That will also give me the same answer of 0.8% weight per volume. All right? So it doesn't matter which way I did it. Because part A is just, it's in the same rate. It's the same rate as the question. This is question 25 from exercise 607. For a cat's daily vitamin supplement, a vet recommends a concentration of 0.6 grams supplement in a solution of 300 mils. What is this concentration in milligrams per mil, part A, and as a percentage weight per volume? So I'm going to just write down what I've got. I've got 0.6 grams per or in 300 mils. That's what I've got. Now we need that concentration in milligrams per mil. Milligrams per mil means divide the milligrams by the mils. It's milligrams over mils. You know, sideway fraction? So what I want, this is what I've got, 0.6 grams over 300 mils. That does not give me milligrams divided by mils. What do I need to change? I want milligrams. Guys, I don't have milligrams. I've got the mils. Right, I need to change the 0.6 grams into milligrams. Are millis small? Yeah. So 1,000 milli, remember it's always 1,000 unless we're talking centimetres. Yeah. Yeah. No, oh, thank you. Okay. Sorry about that, girls. That's 300 mils down the bottom. But I need the concentration in milligrams per mil. So I've got grams. I need to convert 0.6 grams into milligrams. How do I do that? Remember, everything's 1,000 when you're going from one unit to the next, except for centimetres. So times by 1,000. Good. So therefore, 0.6 grams is 600 milligrams. So I've got 0.6 grams over 300 mils is the same as saying 600 milligrams over 300 mils. Over 300. Sorry about that. That is, yeah, it's 2 milligrams per mil. Do you understand why it's milligrams per mil? We're dividing milligrams by mils. 600 over 300 is 2. That's part A, the concentration. So part A was asking you for the concentration in milligrams per mil. Part B is asking you concentration. Actually, I should write here concentration in milligrams per mil. Now I want the concentration in as a percentage weight per volume. So I need the weight over the volume as long as they're the same sorts of units. Now we do know that 1 milligram, girls, what's the units? 1 gram equals 1 mil, doesn't it? Be very careful. Do concentration as percentage weight per volume, please write down your rule that 1 gram equals 1 mil. So what was our original question? It was 0.6 grams over 300 mils. Do those units look like they're the same? Well, they're sort of the same. They're in the right magnitude. Like, I don't want to go and use the milligrams. Do you understand why I don't want to use the milligrams? Because it's the gram that matches with the mil. So now I can either change the grams to mils or the mils to grams. Which one do we want to do? Grams to mils? So it's 0.6 mils over 300 mils. So therefore, the percentage weight per volume, how do I change that to a percent? It's 0.6 over 300 times 100. And to just do that on your calc, but it's 0.6 divided. Yep. 0.2% weight per volume. All right, so you know it's got to be the weight over the volume. Change it to a percent, you times by 100. But your main thing, this is what you have to remember, that 1 gram equals 1 mil. Now, I'll show you where you find that on the formula sheet, I'm hoping.